football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Demetric Felton
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7. Trying the left side with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. On other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this time.
No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the run, it's Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. Deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense toward the offseason. What moves might they make?
I think the running back.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 30.
He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down. Felton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass,
mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On third down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Gone. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's gone. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin with a run by Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play. Goff now looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Felton. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Breaks through the contact.
Wrap up.
Still moving. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And some room to run now. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Kamara gets it again on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ryan now to throw on third down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Goff on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 19. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Ryan. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, here's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Davis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gall. This is caught by Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down now, it's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give right side. Felton. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Detroit.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Felton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Goff now to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Demetric Felton. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. Okay, Sam. Hey, Mike.
Ryan. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go, D. Bang.
Here's Ryan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Goff on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's to the 10. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now it's gone. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They'll run it with Williams. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Goff now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Goff. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Goff looking to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Atlanta, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Bucks.